You have a great idea. You know you are right. You open your mouth to speak, and no one listens. The room talks over you. Your words evaporate into thin air. You've felt that quiet humiliation, the feeling of being invisible, even when you are screaming. You have been taught a lie. The lie that your words are what matter. The truth? Your words are just the paint. Your voice is the canvas, the frame, and the light. And you have been painting masterpieces on a napkin. Think about the people everyone listens to, the leaders, the charmers, the ones who tell stories that pull you in. When they talk, the room goes quiet. It's not always the words that matter most. It's the way they speak. Their voice has weight. It draws you closer. Now think about your own voice. Do you talk too fast? Go high when you're nervous? Try to fill every pause because silence feels strange? Do you say, like, or, you know? Those habits don't just sound weak. They show doubt. They tell others you don't fully trust your own words. You undercut yourself before you even begin. But what if you could learn the secret language of vocal authority? What if you could consciously engineer your voice to command respect, build trust, and create an aura of magnetic charisma? This is not a gift you are born with. It is a learnable psychological technology. Today, we deconstruct the unspoken rules of the charismatic voice. We will ignore the superficial advice of public speaking coaches and dive into the deep primal psychology of how sound shapes perception. We will give you the 3 pillars of a voice that cannot be ignored. To get how powerful your voice is, you need to face a hard truth. People don't hear your words first. They hear your tone. The sound of your voice, how high, low, fast, or slow it is, tells others a lot about you before they even process what you said. A quick, shaky voice makes you seem nervous or unsure. A calm, steady one makes you sound confident and in control. This isn't about culture. It's built into us. For thousands of years, our brains have been wired to associate low-frequency sounds with size, strength, and dominance. Think of the roar of a lion, the rumble of an earthquake. These are sounds of power. High-frequency sounds are associated with smallness, panic, and submission. Think of the squeak of a mouse. Your voice is a constant broadcast of where you see yourself in the social hierarchy. The good news is, you can change the broadcast. You can become the conscious composer of your own vocal music. This is the art of the charismatic voice, and it is built on 3 pillars. The first and most important pillar is the gravity of the low tone. This is the foundation of vocal authority. A lower-pitched voice is subconsciously perceived as more credible, more trustworthy, and more dominant. This is not an opinion. It is a documented scientific fact. Studies have shown that politicians who lower their voice pitch during debates are perceived as more electable. CEOs with deeper voices are statistically more likely to run larger companies and earn more money. This is not fair. It is simply true. Most people, especially when nervous, speak from their throat. This creates a thin, high, and often strained sound. It is a voice that asks for permission. The charismatic speaker learns to speak from their diaphragm, from their chest. This is where your voice's natural resonance and power live. It is the difference between the sound of a violin and the sound of a cello. One is beautiful, but thin. The other is rich, deep, and fills the room. So how do you find this voice? It's not about faking a deep voice like a movie trailer narrator. That sounds inauthentic and ridiculous. It is about finding the bottom of your natural vocal range. Here is a simple drill. Put your hand on your chest. Now hum. Start with a high-pitched hum and slowly lower the pitch. Keep going lower until you feel a distinct vibration in your hand and in your chest cavity. That is your resonance point. That is your voice of power. Before any important conversation, any meeting, any date, take 30 seconds to hum at that pitch. You are tuning your instrument. You are reminding your body where home is. When you speak, try to talk from that deeper place inside you. Don't push it. Let it happen. Picture your voice as a heavy stone falling from your chest, not a light feather floating from your throat. Right away, you'll sound calmer and more confident. People will lean in without knowing why. They'll just feel that your words matter. The second pillar is the most counterintuitive, and therefore the most powerful. It is the architecture of silence. The average person fears silence. They see it as a void, an awkward gap in communication that must be filled. They rush their sentences. They use filler words like to plug the gaps. This is a fatal mistake. It signals anxiety. It signals that you are uncomfortable with your own thoughts. It tells the listener that what you are saying is not important enough to stand on its own. A charismatic speaker does not fear silence. He wields it. He understands that a strategic pause is not an absence of communication. It is a powerful form of communication. It is the frame that gives the painting its value. It is the space between the notes that creates the music. A well-placed pause does three crucial things. First, it commands attention. When you are speaking and you suddenly stop, what happens? Everyone in the room looks at you. Their brains, accustomed to the constant flow of noise, are jolted by the sudden absence of it. A pause creates a vacuum of anticipation. It forces the listener to lean in, to wonder, what is he going to say next? You have just turned them from passive listeners into active, engaged participants. Second, it creates the perception of thought. When you rush your words, you sound like you are reciting a script. When you pause, you sound like you are thinking, like you are choosing your words with immense care and precision. It gives your words weight. It suggests that what you are about to say is the result of deep consideration, not just a reactive impulse. This builds immense credibility. Third, and most importantly, it allows your message to land. When you deliver a powerful statement and then immediately follow it with another one, you give the listener no time to process. The ideas collide and cancel each other out. But when you deliver a powerful statement and then you go silent, you create a space for the idea to echo in the listener's mind, to sink in, to do its work. The silence is what gives the words their power. How do you train this? You have to face your fear of awkward moments. Start small. When you tell a story, pause for 2 seconds before the punchline. When someone asks you a question in a meeting, don't answer right away. Take a slow breath. Look them in the eye. Then speak. It will feel strange at first. You'll want to fill the silence. Don't. You're not just changing how you talk. You're learning to own the room. You're learning that silence can carry more weight than words. A man who is a master of patience is master of everything else. George Savile, a Machiavellian contemporary. The third pillar is the economy of the word. This is the art of saying less to mean more. The weak communicator is a verbal machine gun. They spray 1,000 words, hoping one will hit the target. They over-explain, they justify, they ramble. They believe that more words equal more persuasion. The opposite is true. The more you say, the more you dilute your own power. You sound needy. You sound unsure of yourself. You sound like you are trying to convince rather than command. The charismatic speaker is a sniper. He uses one bullet, and he makes it count. He understands that every word he speaks has an energy cost, both for him and for the listener. So he eliminates everything that is not absolutely essential. He speaks with a ruthless, surgical precision. His words are not decorations. They are weapons. As Machiavelli might have said, a prince does not waste his resources. And your words are a resource. To practice this, you must become a brutal editor of your own speech. Before you speak, ask yourself, what is the one single most important point I need to make? And then say only that. Cut the long introductions. Cut the apologies. Cut the justifications. Let's make this practical. Your boss asks for an update on a project. The weak response. Well, we've been working really hard, and there were some unexpected challenges with the data from the marketing team, but we've been making some good progress, and I think we should be on track to finish, maybe, by next Friday. It's weak. It's full of excuses. It inspires zero confidence. The charismatic Machiavellian response. We will be done by next Friday. That's it. It is a statement of fact. It is a declaration of will. It is confident, it is clear, and it is in control. If he has questions, he will ask them. You have not given him any unnecessary information to attack. You have given him only the conclusion. This is not about being rude or uncommunicative. It is about being powerful. It is about understanding that true authority does not need to justify itself. It simply states what is. When you master the economy of the word, you will find that people not only listen to you more, they will start to quote you. Because every word you speak is a carefully chosen, high-value asset. So you see the forbiddance code, the gravity of the low tone, which gives you authority, the architecture of silence, which gives you control, and the economy of the word, which gives you impact. These are not separate, slimy tricks. They are 3 pillars of a single, powerful state of being. Charisma is not about what you say. It is about the space you create around what you say. It is not about being an interesting speaker. It is about becoming an interesting silence. The low tone, the pauses, the precision, they all serve one purpose: to force the world to slow down to your rhythm, to stop the frantic, chaotic dance of modern conversation, and to make everyone enter your temple of deliberate, focused thought. You are not just communicating. You are bending the very fabric of time and attention around you. That is the true, hidden power of the charismatic voice. So how do you begin to forge this new voice? This is not about changing your personality. It is about mastering your instrument. First, record yourself. This is the most uncomfortable and most necessary step. Take your phone. Record yourself talking for 60 seconds about something you are passionate about. Then, listen to it back with the cold, detached ear of a strategist. Do not listen for the content. Listen for the music. What is your pitch? Is it high and thin? What is your pace? Are you rushing? How many filler words do you use? This is your diagnostic. You cannot defeat an enemy you do not see. Second, practice the 1-minute pause. Find a piece of text. It can be from a book, an article, anything. Read it out loud for 1 minute. But here is the rule. You must take a full 2-second pause at every single punctuation mark, every comma, every period. It will feel unnatural. It will feel painfully slow. Good. You are breaking a lifetime of bad programming. You are teaching your nervous system to be comfortable with silence. You are stretching the muscle of patience. Do this every day for a week. Your normal speaking pace will naturally begin to slow down. Third, live at the bottom of your range. Throughout your day, consciously bring your voice down, not into a fake, deep growl, but into your chest. When you order a coffee, use your chest voice. When you answer the phone, use your chest voice. When you speak to a loved one, use your chest voice. You are creating a new muscular habit. At first, it will require conscious effort, but over time, it will become your new default, the new sound of your authority. You have been given the keys to an invisible kingdom, the kingdom of vocal authority. You now understand that the voice is not just a tool for transmitting information. It is a weapon of influence, a declaration of status, a musical score that tells the world exactly who you are and how you expect to be treated. What you do with this knowledge will define the quality of your interactions for the rest of your life. You can continue to speak with the fast, high, and anxious voice of the herd, wondering why no one takes you seriously. Or you can begin the disciplined, daily practice of forging a new voice, a voice of power, a voice of calm, a voice of authority, a voice that, by its very sound, commands the respect you have been seeking. The world does not listen to the man with the best argument. It listens to the man with the best voice. The question is not what you will say. The question is, will they listen? If this message has resonated with you, if you are ready to stop being the echo and start being the voice, then make your declaration. Join the men and women who are choosing to speak with power. Go to the comments and declare your commitment. Write, "My voice has weight." It is a declaration of your new authority, a commitment to the art of being heard. Subscribe to the Thinker's Codex. Your training has just begun.